Hey, welcome to the Balance Blade, where we lead with edge. Now, a lot of time I find myself with some of my most profound thoughts when I'm driving in the car. Now, first off, I'm being safe. This is all hands-free. Look, no hands on the wheel. Just kidding. I have a very good autopilot on this car. All right, but here's the other thing. It's also one of the easiest and quickest ways for me to put out content, and you're going to get what's raw and in the moment. Whenever you see me recording in my car like this, it is a one take video, and we're hitting record and we're going. Now, this little introduction here, I want to share with you because sometimes these videos will come off the cuff and sometimes they will come on my normal posting days of Sunday and Wednesday. So I hope you're enjoying the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're going to talk about something fun that happened today. So I make the video about youth sports, and my son has his first round of the playoffs in his basketball. He's in 6th grade, plays for a Catholic school, which is cool, and they get to play in the playoffs of their Catholic league. So we're there. His team won. It was a fairly easy matchup. They're the 2 seed playing the 7, and the league is a little bit top heavy. But we get there early and we're watching the 4-5 matchup. And this coach on the 5 seed is absolutely screaming his head off. But it was all positive. And he is encouraging his players, and they're down, and they keep shooting these threes. This one kid, little number 1, keeps shooting these 3-pointers, and he's missing. And they're down like 4 to 5 points, and he doesn't need to shoot the 3. They can just shoot the 2. But eventually, they get the game tied. And there's like 10 seconds left, and the other team has the ball, and they put up a 2, and there's like 5 seconds left. So with 5 seconds left now, this team, this number 5 seed in the 6th grade basketball tournament, they have the ball, they inbound it, and this little kid, number 1, like right on the other side of half court, kind of jumps, kind of ish like he's going to take a shot, and the other team fouls him. Now, the parents of the 4 seed team are going absolutely nuts. They're going nuts because, the ref called a foul and the kid gets 3 shots. They're saying it happened on the shot, right? So the kid gets 3 shots and the parents are going nuts. The coach is going a little bit nuts, but honestly, there's some parents that are just losing their mind, right? Because this is a game-changing call. Now, where the argument is in terms of the call is it could have just been a blocking foul on the movement, and it would be 2 shots, right? So the one team is up 25-23, and the team that's down has the foul shots, but they have 3 shots, right? So the parents on the other team are saying it should be 2 shots, but they give them 3. And let me tell you, something really, really cool that I liked. I know it was a little bit of a controversial ending, but man, this little 6th grader, he's probably a little 4'0", little number 1. He was the kid throwing up those bricks earlier, and he gets up there and he throws up the first free throw. It goes in. And as a person who's a teacher, I teach kids his age, and I've taught high school. I love seeing young people just hanging in there and showing composure. I think that's a really awesome situation to see. And he throws up that second one, and it goes in. And let me tell you, these were no doubters. These were textbook swishes. So, of course, after he makes that second one, you absolutely think he's going to make the third one, and he does, and his team's going nuts. Technically this is an upset. Now, this team is going to lose to the 1 seed. We're the 2 seed. We've got our second game tomorrow. But, man, just absolutely ice in the veins. But then these parents, they start going after this referee. Now, before you go, oh, these parents, it's just youth sports. Last year, when we were in this same tournament, this end of season tournament for the championship of the Catholic League, there was a situation where one of the refs turned to the crowd and said, "It's just 5th grade basketball." Now, let me tell you something. If you're a parent of a 5th grader and this is your son out there, and your son is passionate and they're enjoying it and they're doing it. Don't get me wrong. If you love it more than your kids and you're doing it through them, fine. But that's not what you're seeing out here, right? These are parents that are getting into it because they're invested in their children's education. They're invested in the school. They know the other parents. They know the other kids. They know the other families. This is a group effort. And the ref turns and said it's just fifth grade basketball. I disagree with that. But I also disagree with the parents going at the ref after. I actually don't have as much of a problem with parents saying things from the stands. I think the ref's got to have a thick skin, and I think that there is a line that you shouldn't cross. You don't want to get personal. If you disagree with the call, what? That was a bad call. Fine to say that. But don't say, the ref's an idiot. He's a jerk. No, don't go there. But this ref was actually pretty cool about it. He talked to them and then he walked away. And what was funny was that, as he went into the locker room, he's like, gotta love youth sports. But in the same respects, he made the right call. He absolutely made the right call. And it was a gutsy call. But he made it. He stood by it. It was the right call. Now, would that shot by that kid have gone in? Absolutely not. There's no way. He would have chucked up that shot. It would have missed. And he probably wasn't even shooting, but it was a shooting motion. And if you know the rules to basketball, it is what it is. But, the moral of the story here is that these youth sports things, they're getting kind of passionate, and that's cool. And we talk a lot about protecting officials, and we should. But, it may only be sixth grade basketball, but to those sixth graders and those families in that moment, it's everything. It's everything, let me tell you. But kudos to the young man from Visitation Catholic School in Illinois. Number 1, sixth grader, ice in his veins, draining those free throws. All right, kudos to the ref for making the right call. And honestly, kudos to most of the parents and coaches of the opposing team. I won't say who that team is because it doesn't matter. For keeping it cool. That's a tough way to lose a game. None of the kids, were unprofessional. The most of the coaches were fine. There was one parent that was kind of stalking around where the ref room was. I'm a big guy and our game was next, so I kind of stood there. I like the officials. I talked to the officials, a little bit here and there. They're dads and people like me. So, but yeah, just kind of a fun little quip, and just driving my daughter's dance thing now, and it was a little bit of happenings today. So stay cool out there, stay sharp, and we'll see you again soon.